Dirty game, bro. And what I've always said is all is fair in love, war.
What's really good, pot stirrers? I am MTV Malik. She is Becky at Giftmaster Bex, and we are joined by Antonio. Welcome to another episode of Love, War, Challenges. What's really good, gang? What's popping with y'all?
What's up?
Oh, Lord, it's been a day.
Yeah, tell me about it.
First off, Happy fucking New Year to all you guys.
Oh, shit.
I hope 2021 really... What?
It's the first episode of 2021. I just realized that.
This is our first episode of 2021.
Shit,
interrupt
man.
me again, I'm going to fuck you up.
He just can't help himself.
Exactly. Happy New Year to all of you guys. Tyler won't be able to join us today. He's taking care of some business, but he will be joining us again in the future. Happy New Year to all of you guys, especially at the Challenge Unbothered, our home Facebook group. We love you guys. We love all you guys out there. Also, this is the first day. We are back on Twitter and YouTube, so we will be live streaming to all three platforms at the same time. Make sure you visit shopthechallenge.com. Get all of your customizable challenge gear. We got some nice little drip up there for you guys, whatever you need. Today was a real hard day. I really did not feel like podcasting today. A lot of crazy shit is going on. So we really hope all of you guys is being safe out there and just not engaging with all of the dumb shit that's going on out there. So we wish you guys the best. Stay safe. Happy New Year. Becky, what's shaking with you?
Oh, nothing much. I'm trying out my new space. Everybody forgive my background. I know it's normally much more crisp, but I'm in a new area right now. I'm just watching the craziness unfold. Today, I spent my day staring at a TV screen going like this. All day.
Real quick.
For people who can't see me, I'm throwing my hands up in the air in just complete flabbergastness.
Real quick, before we jump to you, Antonio, something I just really need to say and get off my chest. Been a lifelong New York Giants fan. Fuck Philly and fuck Doug Peterson. I don't really mean to say fuck Philly. I love Philly as a city. Go there all the time. Run up the Museum of Modern Arts. But that bullshit, that was just some fucking bullshit. I'm still angry about that. I'm so angry about so much of the stuff that's going on. We really thought about just not putting out a pod today, but we thought that maybe we could help and take everybody's minds off of all of the craziness that's going on, and maybe a little bit of levity, something more lighthearted, and dealing with something with the challenge. It's what we know how to do. Antonio, how you doing? A rough day?
Oh, rough. Yeah, very, very, very rough day for me. Yeah, I mean, today wasn't my proudest of days. I'm gonna just get off like that. It was very. It's just hard to just even like see how today went. It's just hard to look back at myself for it. I'm not proud of myself at all, and I'm just very, very sorry on how I handled today as a human being. It's not the right thing to do, and I know we didn't want to get into it, but I just want to apologize to people who saw Twitter stuff. Just know I'm sorry on how I handled myself. Won't happen again. And Malik, it's funny how you mentioned sports stuff because I have good news coming out of my life. For the third time, I have recorded my sports podcast, so it should come out Friday.
Oh, good. Congratulations. We wish you all of the success in the whole entire world. Oh, my God. I'm sorry. I just trying to fix my light. My light's going all crazy. Well, one hell of an episode today.
The episode was crazy, too.
The episode was crazy because for most of the episode, I thought it was dumb and boring. And then once we got into the fourth quarter of things really really went haywire. Before we jump into that, there was some stuff that happened off show, and I wanted to get into that. One of those was I know Wes put somebody on Smash for a Twitter follower who took some shots at Cam. There's a whole thing where Haley mentioned the the whole thing that went on with Fussy and the timeline, and I feel like there's one other thing that I'm missing. I know Tori addressed some of that stuff too. Becky, have you been keeping up with that stuff?
I know that Haley posted some items about her and Fussy's relationship, kind of basically calling him all the way out and basically saying she wishes him no good luck in the future. I was like, whoa, okay. We're a little angry, understandably, but holy hell. Maddie apparently has been released from MTV.
That's what the other one was.
She put out a Instagram live, or she answered a question basically saying that her and MTV have parted ways due to people are saying it's due to her DUIs, but she also unfortunately also has comments in the past that she has made that are regrettable.
Right, so it's probably a couple of things that led to this decision.
But yet again, the women are taking the brunt and getting let go, whereas there are men who are just getting seasons off.
So why did they do it quietly, though?
Because they didn't want the outrage. Because people were pissed when Dee got fired, and yet Jordan only got a suspension.
I wasn't pissed that Dee got fired. I
Well,
was okay with it.
Not the people were upset that Dee got fired, but Jordan didn't.
She got the hammer, and there's probably a lot more deserving people to get the hammer. Antonio,
and she should have gotten the hammer, but he should have gotten the hammer too.
Right. What's your take on the whole Maddie getting released quietly?
Honestly, I had no idea that happened until just now. It's like I had no idea. I never really followed up on what Maddie did at all. Even like DUIs, I had no idea. I know the first one happened. I know a second one happened. I don't know. It's just really just news to me too.
Well,
3 DUIs.
Read all
3?
about it.
3.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Maddie.
Yeah, exactly. So much bad stuff can happen from drinking and driving. Not only could you get hurt, a lot of other people could get hurt.
I saw her on Party Down South, and she definitely has an issue with alcohol. And I love
seen
Maddie.
her when we was in Nashville. She was very, very nice. I don't know how she's doing now. I just hope she's doing better, staying safe, being healthy, and hopefully this is just a hurdle she has to get over. She was on MTV for a while. It's on to the next thing. You guys ready to jump into the episode?
Yes,
Good.
All right. Let's go ahead and start it off. Sorry, I have not really prepared at all to do this.
It's okay, Malik. We forgive you.
My background's making me angry. All right, there we go.
So, we're going to talk a lot about Devin today.
No.
Because I'm pretty sure Devin is... I know he always boasts up about how he's a genius and he's so smart, and I'm starting to think it might be true. So Devin is riding high after getting rid of Wes last episode. Pam says Devin is a jerk. Is that true? Is Devin a jerk?
Yes. This might be the one.
I think he's a little high on his own Kool-Aid. I think
he is high. He just took out Wes in elimination.
Wes let him win.
The wall. I would be kind of high too.
He really thinks he won? Like won? And that Wes didn't give it to him? Wes didn't just hand him that shit?
He should have handed it to him. If that was going to happen, they should pick somebody else to go into elimination. He went in. He had to do what he had to do. But so Devin is riding high. Some people are not feeling that shit. And let's go ahead and jump into Fussy and Tori. Fussy says, quote, she's a very dope woman and a very good-looking woman. So this guy is like a fucking poet. So, Fussy and Tori, despite what we already know now, at the time, is there anything there between these two?
You
Becky?
can tell that there's a little something. Very similar to the vibes. Hey, let me tell you, very similar to the vibes from Dirty 30 between her and Jordan, between her and Fussy right now. I'm just saying. I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
She hasn't done anything. She hasn't made any comments. She hasn't made them little eyes.
She has definitely made eyes.
I don't know what everybody is saying at this point. Antonio, Fussy and Tori, anything there?
See, the way MTV edits stuff, it looks like there is. I don't know, because like they wouldn't bring it up for no reason. Because like even like the smallest detail they'll bring up just for some foreshadowing later on. Because we saw in the beginning clip with Fussy and how he was with Nelson and Corey, and then we see later on. So even the smallest detail they'll bring up for a reason. I just don't see them bringing it up for no reason. So I think something's there. I don't know.
I think the only reason why it was brought up is because everybody's talking about the Fussy and Tori thing, and this is all they have. This is the only clip they have. That one little comment, Corey's little comment, and them in the hot tub.
He said a comment afterwards that the only reason he didn't go, like, wasn't vibing with her on whatever season it was is because Jordan was there. And he doesn't invade another guy's territory. Apparently. Yeah.
I have a question about that. Doesn't Gabby have a boyfriend?
I don't know.
I know now she does. I don't know if she had one during filming.
I think she did.
Okay.
There was a lot of cheating this season.
I got an interesting question. This is from Whitney. She said, Whitney McGrew. What's good, Whitney? She said, Tori was dressed in all white in a hot tub full of dudes. She knew what she was doing. Is that a thing?
I mean, I don't really think her bikini or the bikini she was wearing was like that, like super cute. I'll be honest. I don't think it was as flattering as I think she wanted it to be. But she was surrounded by a bunch of dudes. But she's always been a guy's girl. You know, she's always seemed to hang out more with the guys than the girls.
I'm more comfortable around guys because girls are so catty. Says a girl's going to get Come on, fam. We all knew that one person in school. We all know how they got down. But
I had more guy friends than girlfriends when I was in high school.
I just wanted to say that there's nothing wrong with that. And here at Love War Challenges, we do not judge women. So just wanted to go ahead and put that out there.
Stop hating women, Malik.
I don't. Moi?
You
love women. Anyway, moving on. The very next morning, Teresa thinks that Jay is going to be targeted. Jay admits to floating, which is a really good idea for him. The way shit is going, you probably want to float for a little bit and maybe pick your chance to go in.
Well, his last season just shows what happens when he didn't float. He was the sacrificial lamb. He doesn't want to do that again this season.
Exactly. So Teresa, a vet of the game, been doing this for a long time, tells Jay that he needs to be mentally prepared. Should Jay feel on edge? He doesn't really have a whole lot of enemies at this point of the episode. Doesn't really have a whole lot of enemies. Should he really be on edge?
I think he did really well last season with his eliminations. Really only losing, against somebody who was so much bigger than him. And at the end of the day, if it had been a puzzle, maybe he might have had a little bit more of a chance with somebody like 3 times his size. And I think I'm being over exaggerative by saying 3 times his size. I know I am, but nonetheless. But I think a lot of people do respect him for what he did last season. And I think that's why he may not be as much of a target.
I think Jay is just doing a good job floating where no one really knows he's there. I mean, right now we have two main alliances going after each other, which is, Leroy's side, I would say. Then you have Devin's side. Just two names I'm just thinking top of my head. Then Jay just really falls in the middle. He is a threat, I would say, because yes, he did win. He beat CT last year, but he's also not big enough where we just think he's a threat like that. Because last year, everyone thought he was a layup. This year, they're a little more hesitant on it, I would say. But still, there's a lot of smaller guys in the house right now compared to him. So I guess he's not the number one layup, but he's playing a really good low-key game.
All right. Let's go ahead and move on to King Devin making his appearance in the episode. King Devin, he sits down with Big T.
What?
And, huh?
Yeah, dude, don't call him that ever again, Malik, please.
What, King Devin?
No, stop.
He is not a king.
I tell you what, let's go ahead and flash forward to the end of this episode. And we're doing episode MVPs.
No.
Who wins this episode?
Oh, God. All right, keep going. Let's just talk about
Devin.
it. Devin.
Oh, TJ wins it. TJ wins it. That's it. There you go.
You guys are sad.
TJ.
Anyway.
The drones win it.
Not TJ. Devin, having a conversation. You got Kyle in the room, Big T, and Amber M.
Which
Amber
one?
M.
Yeah, the smaller one's Amber
M.
M. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So
Amber M.
Big T goes into the story, about losing her parents and how she bounced back, and pretty much her life story, which I love so much. Big T is already a very affable character, very lovable, very positive, very gift worthy. Got a lot of great quotes. Not a great competitor, but I love having her on the challenge. She brings a nice moral compass to it all. And out of nowhere, right after this, and Devin commends her, Devin goes and just starts ripping into Amber M. Oh, you can leave.
You're ruining my night.
Exactly.
And this is why I can't stand him.
The crazy thing is, at the time, I'm thinking yo, what the fuck is wrong with Devin? Like, why is he doing this? He's being an asshole to her for no reason. But what I see is Devin is put together the pieces for what transpired later in the episode. So, question is this Devin setting up how things are going to happen later on in the episode, or is this him just being an asshole and he just somehow fell upwards?
No, he's him being an asshole. Like, listen what TJ said during the elimination. Expect nothing. You cannot. Devin is not a mastermind where he knew it was a guy's elimination and he knew it was a hall brawl. You like any other thing, his plan fails. He just got lucky. Like
Devin is the new West.
No, that's not. You can't say that.
Don't
his whole
ever
plan
disrespect
was
Wes
all
like that.
luck.
He beat Wes. He beat Bananas.
No.
He won the Are You the One season for everybody.
All right, relax.
He
I
won
think
against
Devin is gonna
Bananas and Light Bright. Let's not play
Relax.
But
Devin
he
is not
won.
good whatsoever. He's winning this season by luck.
Let me tell you why he's winning.
Luck.
Because he's interesting on the show without Bananas.
No, he's not winning anything though. He's not winning the season.
Just won. He just won.
Okay, but Bananas has nothing to do with him winning the episode at all.
But
The lack of Bananas.
The biggest thing is that he's not interested without Bananas on the show. He has no story. He has nothing to offer without Bananas. And here he's showing otherwise. Becky.
Okay, I think he's just being a dick. I don't know what his issue. I don't know if maybe he had problems with Amber M during their were they together on the Are You the One season?
I don't think so.
No idea. I've never seen an episode.
I want to kind of know. People who've watched Are You the One, were they friendly or
no? I think Amber was on the most
One?
recent season. I don't think they're on the same season.
Maybe it's because he didn't like the way she was on there. Maybe he just picking on her because she's small. But the thing is that doesn't make sense because Big T's smaller than she is.
Well, Irvin just said, I don't know if they had anything to do with him and Amber M, but Devin said some funny comments about Are You the One 8 cast, and they all came for him. So there may be a seasonal grudge there, which would make some sense.
Was season 8 the one that they didn't win? Like the only season that didn't win money?
6. That was Cam's season. I think they didn't win.
Yeah, and Devin is season 3. Jesus Christ, how many seasons Are You the One was there?
8.
Enough.
They need to bring back X on the Beach. I didn't watch X on the Peak, but They bring back X.
X on the Peak was a hot mess express.
Haven't seen it.
Was it? Was it fun to watch? At least?
No, it really wasn't that fun to watch. Maybe a portion of it was because Nicole was on it, and I really couldn't stand an entire thing of just Nicole being Nicole. But she was in her element.
Season 8 was the sexually fluid.
She was on season 8.
Amber,
she was
yeah.
on the sexual. It was that was the one that it had everybody bisexual, gay. You know, they were all mixed in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
All the cast, all the cast was either bisexual. You know, people of the LGBT2 or
Irving
LGBT
coming through with the fire
community.
Apparently, Devin said some low-key homophobic comments that he tried to play off as a joke later when Stan Twitter was trying to end him. Sounds like something he'll do. Let's go ahead and move on. Nelson is partners with Amber M. He decides to approach Devin. Devin is completely dismissive of Nelson. This is why I say Devin is smart out here. He picked a fight with Amber, knowing Nelson would attack him, knowing that he can make Nelson a target.
But Nelson and him are friends. Didn't he say he was on their side for the most part prior to this?
No, they were against because they were going against Wes, who was essentially going against Devin. So they were on opposite fields.
I don't know. I just feel like Nelson's never come for Devin.
No, they haven't until this season because essentially Nelson went after Wes, which is technically going after Devin because of their alliances or whatever it is.
But I feel like Devin picked a really good target in going after Nelson because he knows Nelson, as much love as he's been getting lately, and as much as people like him, he knows that the house can turn on that guy at any moment once he opens his mouth.
Because he says really stupid shit.
He really does, but
I'm just upset we didn't get to this
very
year.
likable.
He did, honestly, he really did try to defend Amber. He tried to be a good partner. So, honestly, he did the right thing by his partner. And it wasn't because he was trying to bang her, which is, kind of a first.
All right, let's go ahead and move on to the part that I want to talk about the least. And that's the daily. Oh. Today's daily is going to be called drone control. This is one of the... I've seen some bad dailies. And most of the dailies that I don't like are ones that are just needlessly dangerous. Ones that have, one that have a lot of people able to get hurt. Ones that has a female and guys doing a lot of physical stuff. I tend not to like those because they tend to scale towards certain kind of people. But this one, it was just bad. It was boring. I know they wanted to do something different, something spy-based. I get what they was trying to do. This one just did not work. And for me, this is 2 iffy dailies in a row. But this is a challenge podcast, so we kind of have to talk about it. Devin and Tori were the only ones to complete it. Becky, what was your take on today's daily?
That nobody knows how to fly drones. And nobody knows how to guide people flying drones. Because I literally heard people's partners telling them to keep going straight into a wall. Like they see the wall in front of them and they're like, keep going, you got this. And then it's like, poof. And they're like, wait, what happened? I mean, and Kyle couldn't even get it up for the first time. God, that sounded really terrible. I realized after I started saying it how bad that sounded.
With that one in the pocket.
I totally unintentionally did that. But, as far as I know, he's never had performance issues. But maybe we should ask the ladies he's hung out with.
I'd rather not. Antonio, what's your take on today's daily?
Yeah, I didn't like it at all whatsoever. I think they could have definitely improved on it. I think it would have been better if the person steering the drone was blindfolded and it was more of like an open field with like a maze type of thing. That would have been better, I would say. But I don't know. There was just really no right way of doing this. It was stupid. It was, I don't know. It really, like, usually these challenges, they test something. This was just, it wasn't even communication skills. I don't even know. It was just like a stupid challenge.
It was just a fail all the way around. It was a bad daily. Hopefully we'll never see it again. I don't think we have to spend a lot of time discussing it. I think we should just go ahead and move on.
I just wanted to go like this the entire time.
But But before we do, let's talk a little bit about King Devin and how he, with his back to the wall, coming fresh out of a elimination where he beat Wes, one of the best to ever do it, came in and got it done.
Can we talk about Tori actually being able to fly the drone properly?
Tori most definitely gets 50% of the credit. They got it done together. It wasn't just Devin by himself.
No, it's Tori by herself. If you're the only person to fly the drone, I think all the credit goes to Tori.
Well, he did have to have the memory thing down. If he didn't remember it, then it would.
All right, so 90% Tori, 10% Devin.
And he figured out the binary code that got them in.
That's still good.
So,
credit.
Come on, man, you gotta give that guy some love. Anyway,
I don't know.
This is another reason why Devin is going to win this whole entire episode. This is why.
TJ still wins.
Every single, granted, that was the best part, TJ laughing. But every other competitor flopped. Let's go ahead and move on.
He's kind of like, come on, what the fuck?
That was the opposite of good.
All right. So Devin is palling around with CT. He definitely wants to go after TYB and Big Brother. Fussy and TYB seem to be all good at this point, but Fussy is already, at this point, he's already knowing that he's going to have to make some moves.
Hey, just called reference the last episode that I said that these two didn't realize that they were at the bottom of that alliance totem pole. I called this already.
So when we get to the party, Tori wants Amber because she's small. Real quick, this is your queen. I want the easiest person, the smallest person. This is who you hype up as the second coming to Laurel.
She's so awesome, so amazing.
And I say this as a person who actually likes Tori as a competitor. I don't think she's a bad competitor. But, proof is in the pudding.
Yeah, but to see the other way around it, by her going against weak people elimination, she's keeping strong competitors around. And those strong competitors are going to be there for the final. So you can look at it both ways. Does Tori want to take out someone weak? Or does she want to go against strong people in the final?
Oh, make no mistake. I have no problem with getting your gold skull against a weaker person. That's just good game. I don't have a problem with it. But don't sit here and hype her up like she's a queen beast, and this is her game plan. Becky.
It's true. I agree with Malik. At the end of the day, I think she is going for the easy way out. I'm surprised she's not going after Big T, probably because she likes her. But the sheer fact that she is going after Amber M because she is smaller, and she really wants to take her out because to get her red skull, and she's openly said, I want this. If this is this, I want it because I can beat her.
But then, do you remember last season though? Jenny did the same thing, and she ended up winning. I mean, people, she got hate for it, but
game. It is good game. Rainey just said, real quick, we got Rainey said, but the guys, but the guys do this all the time, and so do other women. For some reason, people only pick on Tori for this. Now that is true, but Tori gets picked on for it because of how hyped up she is. She's hyped up as somebody who everybody is scared to go against. She'll take on any bitch in this place. All of y'all scared of me. And this is why and this is why she gets a little bit more flack because of that, in my opinion. Becky.
I blame Jordan. Because Jordan hyped her up so hard, got her head so big. And now she's on this season alone. And I think she's getting nervous. She's getting paranoid. And there's nobody there fucking, boosting up her, ego every 5 seconds like he would. Like, it's just... Right. I like Tori. And it's gonna sound so bad. I like Tori pre-Jordan, but I think she's a very strong competitor, and I want to see her personality come back because I feel like she was so dampened. She had so much personality during Dirty 30, and I just didn't see that the last few seasons when she was with Jordan. I just didn't.
Well, only time could tell. Let's go ahead and move on and talk about Fussy trying to bang Gabby. For a second there, I thought it was going to work. Didn't seem like it did. Gabby saw right through that shit. What do we make of that? Did Gabby dodge a bullet? Or did Fussy just not have enough game? What went on in that?
Antonio. Fussy has no game whatsoever. I mean, Gabby's my girl this season, so I was kind of hurt when I saw Fussy go after her. But I mean, no, Fussy has no game whatsoever. It's kind of like hard to watch someone like. I mean, yeah, it could be editing reasons too, but like someone try that hard and I don't know.
Real quick, he was with Haley at this time, right?
That's what I'm saying. No, they were.
Allegedly, according to what Haley wrote, she said that they were going to get they were together, and he was planning on coming home to her and working on the relationship.
I like Haley too, so like it's kind of hard seeing like Fussy. Aw, and I like Fussy too. This sucks.
You liking people who suck? That is so on brand.
What's so funny is Fussy is a very attractive man. And last season, everybody was drooling over him, but couldn't have him because he was with Haley. But this season, it seems like he's like almost like a pariah because they're like, and people are saying he has no personality.
He doesn't.
And
he does have a personality of a fucking cobra. That guy's a snake.
Like Fussy's so easy to like, but he's so easy to hate too. It's like there's no in between for Fussy anymore. It's like either you love him, or you hate him.
Hey, it's kind of just like, Jack just mentioned. It's kind of like Josh trying to fuck Amanda and failing.
It's one of the greatest things that's ever happened in reality TV. I mean, I still do not know how Amanda was able to muster up enough strength to not.
To just turn that down. How did she do it?
I don't know. I don't know how. Listen, how is Josh not bringing every girl on the challenge? How are they just not throwing themselves at him? And for all the love and admiration that Josh gets for being the amazing person that he is, Amanda was able to find the strength to not do it. Congratulations to her. Great job.
He's little brother to everybody. Little brother who has a lot of emotions.
All right. Moving on. At the end of the club night, Tori spills the beans to Josh that Devin wants to take him out. She wants to go down if it's going to be something physical, like a hall brawl. And then Josh goes ahead and spills all the beans to Kaycee. In this process, Josh seems to lightweight threaten Jay and spazzes out. And Jay's not about to take it. What causes this about face for Josh just to start going after Jay, who is partners to somebody who he's aligned with? Kaycee, Antonio.
So I missed part of this scene because something happened, but I saw the first half. I guess Josh was feeling I don't know. I guess insecure on how his game was. I don't know. With Josh, I think he's really close with Kaycee. And I think when he sees Kaycee with someone else, he just gets really, jealous, and he feels like he's missing out on what information she's getting. So I don't know. It's just I think Josh is. I hate this fucking season, but Josh is just really like into it, I guess, and he just wants to know everything. And when he doesn't, he gets upset.
I've been trying so hard not to Josh bash this season, and I'm really trying to hold myself back. Becky.
Josh needs a rival. Josh needs a rival. Josh needs a rival. I need a rival.
He has one, though. He has Devin. As of right now, if Rivals was next season, it's going to be Devin.
Listen, let me just tell you.
But I'm saying, that's only real rivalry.
Let me just tell you, I don't even wish that on Devin. Like, I don't like Devin, but I don't even wish that on him. But nonetheless, Josh is out there trying to find as many rivals as humanly possible. So he goes after Jay, who's literally, like, just chilling. Like, he is one of the most
really
chill challengers I have ever seen. He's just kind of like, la la la, I'm just playing the game and living my life. And then Josh is like, I don't trust you, man. I can't trust you. You got that untrustworthy face.
Yeah, I really didn't like that. And the next morning, the girls are talking with Josh. They call Jay over. Josh gets up and leave. And
I missed this part.
The problem I'm having with that is Josh has such hoe-like behavior. Like, he just acts like a hoe. And I dislike it because it's hard to watch him because it just seems so counterproductive. It seems like he almost tries to sabotage himself. Like, why does he even do the things that he does? What is the benefit out of it? Why does Josh plays the game that he plays? Becky.
I think he plays the game really personal. And Pam, I think he's not crying as much last year because he knows how to hide it now. So he's probably off in a corner somewhere crying so nobody can see it and record it. But nonetheless, just like what did CT say, you're just going to cry in the shower about this later anyway. So I think he just plays this game way too emotionally. He gets paranoid, which is probably like a bad thing for him to be with Nani, who's also the queen of paranoia. Like, they're two overly paranoid, over emotional people. They should not be together because they don't balance. But yeah, I think he just needs to take his emotions out of it and stop being so gosh darn paranoid. Nobody cares about you, Josh. I'm sorry. Nobody's worried about you. It's Devin, and then there's you on the nobody gives a crap scale.
Antonio?
See, I like Josh, so trashing on him is like, it's kind of hard for me to do, but like it needs to be done right now. He plays his game too personally. He's a very likable person, I feel like, outside of the show, because just looking at his personality, I feel like he is a genuine nice guy, and he vibes well with others. All right, off the show.
Your face, Malik.
No, this is like with no game, no competition wise. I generally feel like he's a nice person to be around. But when you have someone like that in a show like this that can get as cutthroat as we've seen it be, he just gets emotional about it. He thinks everyone is his friend, and he thinks that everyone that is his friend should always have his back over everyone else. But that's not how this game works. We've seen how dirty this game can get, how fucking messy it can get, and he just has to. The challenge isn't for Josh. He is a big brother player. He deserves to be on a game with more emotion than a game with more.
Let's be honest. Big Brother doesn't need emotional people either. That's also
but
a game that you should be taking stuff personally.
Because if you're that asshole in Big Brother, you can make it to the final two because you can.
As long as you're not a bigger asshole than the other person.
Exactly, and that's how he won. Or you can be that person where if I'm sitting next to you, I know I can beat you.
You know what I was just thinking?
How right I am?
Don't like this. No, I don't really like this background that much anymore.
Oh, because you'll have it?
No. Not the green screen background, but like the blue background that we have when we premiere. I'm thinking about changing that. What do you guys think?
I mean, I don't care.
Maybe something more in line with the episode?
Just a picture of my face. Just like, put it back there.
I'm good on that. Oh, shit.
We're going to pass.
Sorry.
Welcome back. Let's go ahead and move on to deliberations. So, Leroy mentions that Jay, Josh, and Nelson are on the block. Nelson decides to buck up and tell everybody that they're sleeping on his partner, Amber. Let me ask you a question. Did Nelson opening his mouth make him a bigger target than he already was at this point? Because I feel like he wasn't that big on the block. And I feel like him just sitting there trying to big up his partner made it even more. What do you guys think?
I think Nelson is just a target to begin with. I don't know. Because when you look at the challenge itself, you always look at alliances. You look at who's people who are ones and twos of each other. And I think Corey and Nelson are that duo pair. Like, they're not a couple, obviously, but they
might as well be.
I mean, exactly. They might as well be. Yeah, they might as well be like in a relationship because they have that bromance. They're gonna have. We saw last season. Nelson volunteered himself for Corey, so you have to look at them two as a relationship. They're gonna defend their backs over everyone else.
I'm glad you said that because when Nelson was voting, he said, "I just can't sacrifice myself for somebody. Sorry, you got to be you." And he votes. I'm just saying, like, then what was last season? What the fuck you talking about?
I see. Like, I'm just upset on how. Like, we didn't have enough Nelson this year. It's shocking for me to say because I hate Nelson, but unless I missed it, we didn't get that like stupid comment from him this year.
Yes, he did. First episode, I think I'd be called Agent Nelly T.
Oh yeah.
Did the Scuba Nelly thing?
Yeah, Scuba Nelly. Yeah,
Scuba Nelly this season.
Trust me, Nelly.
That's right. Never mind.
Nelson will always find something stupid to say.
That's right.
Becky, did Nelson put his partner and himself on the block more by trying to big up Amber?
I think
M.
Yeah.
Yes, Amber M. We gotta get better at that.
Just think Amber B for big, tall one.
Thank you.
Don't ever call a woman
Becky?
Big. All right.
God, yo.
For this, if it was Tia, it was a tall.
Yeah, it
Belly
doesn't. We're just chilling. All right, but anyway, I think he definitely did kind of. He tried to do it smartly, but it just didn't work out well. I feel bad for him, but I also feel really bad for Amber because everybody thinks like she's this terrible competitor, but I don't think she's really terrible. I just think she's small.
She's small. We haven't really been able to see what she's able to do. But, small girls have done well, not a whole bunch, but being a small girl isn't as big of a problem later on in the season as it is for some other people.
Well, it's
I
also
changed my background here to Game of Thrones since everybody's
also
backstabbing
small,
everybody.
And it doesn't help that her previous show didn't really showcase her skill set. Like, she was on Big Brother, you could have seen what her endurance and other stuff would have been like, but she gave Arya the one. You don't really
Big Brother
see
challenges are a joke.
No, but I'm still, but
clown shoes.
You still see more of someone's skill set on where they can compete wise. If you come from Arya the One,
Can you put up a puzzle?
There. I mean,
can you put a four-piece puzzle together like that one elimination?
The clown shoes. But I wanted to point out something that I picked up on, and it's the way Leroy, the way Leroy did in deliberation. He goes up to Josh. He goes, "So if you was chosen, who would you want in elimination?" Completely taking any eyes off of him and putting it on these other guys. And you see he kind of put that on Josh a little bit by having him talk about who he would want in elimination. And these are little things that only vets pick up on because that put more of a spotlight. So I just definitely want to shout out Leroy for that. That was slick. We see you, King. Let's go ahead and move on.
I don't think Leroy was on anybody's chopping block anyway.
He's not.
No,
Leroy has numbers this year.
That way.
He's chilling.
So not a lot happened between Devin and Tori where they were trying to figure out. They were able to see who voted. Nelson is going in. Surprised at some of the people who voted for him. They know that they want to stick together, but, who knows how that's really going to go. Let's get down to the good part. Let's get down to the elimination.
Yay.
As soon as we roll up, we see that it is going to be Hall Brawl. Now, Antonio, I know I tell you all the time that not everything can be Hall Brawl, but today I would be wrong. We have Hall Brawl. I love Hall Brawl. I love the simple eliminations. The challenge is at its best. Definitely in eliminations when it's at the simplest. Here goes a stick. Take it. Here goes a hallway. Run through it. So for me, simple really, really works. Nelson comes down and who the fuck was talking to you, Google?
Google has something to say.
Exactly. Always open that fucking mouth. Yo, I catch you. Anyway, moving on. So apparently on the walk up there, we see that it's Hall Brawl. Fussy whispers to Tori, "Throw me in." He wants to go in.
That lovely stage whisper.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So this kind of works because Nelson gets hurt, which helps Devin. She helps Fussy, which gets them close, and they're working together. Nobody knows this. I guess I'm not even sure if Devin is 100% aware of how this went down. They get up there, even though it's a Hall Brawl, even though it would be Amber M going in, they're not sure if it's a girl's day or a guy's day. They ask TJ for clarification before voting themselves in. He offers none, which was the right move. And so they pass. And Devin promises Tori that he's going to help her win. Real quick, is that a bullshit promise? Or is he going to try his best to get her ghost goal by the end?
I think he knows that this is a guy elimination. The thing is as somebody said it earlier, 2 girls have gone home, and it's going to be a guy elimination. There's no way they're going to do another. Yeah, I think so, but it's definitely going to be a guy's elimination. So he knew that he didn't want to face Nelson in a Hall Brawl. He know he can't win against Nelson in a Hall Brawl. So I think that is the main reason why he was like, don't do this. You know it's a guy's day.
And how is Devin going to give Tori her golden skull? If they were to win again, let's say they win next episode. Who's to say, who's guaranteeing them it's a girls' elimination? Teacher could say, you know what, we're even numbers now. It's another guy's elimination. Fuck it. And Devin, I mean, knowing Devin, he's still gonna go back to our excusing. We don't know what it is. I mean, yes, essentially he can say, "Oh, what volunteer for elimination," but that's still not up to Devin. It's up to the house. It's Devin can't guarantee anything for Tori's game.
No, that's why I didn't like it. Even though I think he meant it and he would try to do it, he can't promise it because he doesn't have enough power in the game to make that happen.
If I'm Tori, though, I say, fuck you, Devin. I'm going down there. I see what I like. I don't care about your game because think about it. Tori and Devin, they're not working together. They're frenemies. Devin chose to pick Tori. It's not like they had a mutual agreement where they want to be partners. Tori should play this game for herself. She saw a hole brawl that she wanted to compete in. You say, fuck it. I want to do it. And see what TJ says after that.
So apparently, I'm seeing from Caitlin in here, and a couple other people said that Nelson had a dislocated finger, and Fussy knew this, and this was as much of a snake move as it's being portrayed. So they decide the winner decided they're going to pass, and out of nowhere, Tori says, "Anissa and Fussy." Everybody is shocked. Even Anissa doesn't know. She's just like, well, maybe she just wants to help me out, put me in against somebody who they know I could beat in a hall brawl. So, Anissa's all for it. And everybody's starting to realize that, damn, Fussy and Tori is working together. Everybody is shocked. I was shocked. I didn't see this coming. So, did this move shock you guys? That you would actually pull this shit?
I mean, in this situation, I mean, we've seen all season long, even when Fessie's won the challenges, and TJ asked him, "Hey, do you want to do this?" Fussy says, "Unless I see a hall brawl, I'm not going in." So I guess if you're Tori and Devin, if you're up there, it's in your head. Fussy loves hall brawls. If you're working with him, even without Fussy telling you, that's still sitting in the back of your head. If I want to help someone out, this is so I got to help out. But at the end of the day, I just think Fussy I don't know. I still think Tori should have done it. I have no opinion on Fussy.
Becky?
I mean, I guess it says a lot because Tori knew Josh wanted to go in. Josh had made this statement about wanting to go in, and she really is screwing over everybody by doing this. She's in a lot of trouble next episode this is going to come down on her like a ton of bricks.
Check this out. TYB gets pissy, but TYB is relegated to just now Corey. She's still got Big Brother on her side.
Nelson Nelson got voted in today, so technically they have no numbers right now.
Well, I mean, now you have a lot of anybody who wasn't Big Brother. It's not all Big Brother. You have people like, Leroy, who's now no longer with Big Brother. You have Kyle, Nani, all these other people that are pissed off because of this whole situation because nobody can trust Fussy anymore. All the deals that he made with people are now officially up in the air because he backstabbed one person.
But with Fussy, though, Fussy's just like CT.
Let Ashley do this. Let Millionaire Mitchell do this. Or Wes do this.
Yeah,
they
but
are
there's a difference.
screwed.
What's good with Fussy is he has the body where people are scared of him. They don't want to go against him anything physical. They don't want to
Doesn't mean they won't vote him in.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, but they don't want to chance him winning, coming back, and going after him. Because at the end of the day, it is a singles game, I would say, because everyone plays the game for themselves, not really their teams.
Listen, Tori already wasn't on everybody's top of everybody's favorites list.
Tori, it's a bad move on Tori. Fussy, I can see it because people are scared of Fussy. So no one's really going to come after him because there's this. At the end of the day, they're scared of him.
I don't know.
We've seen it last season.
The way Corey's looking at him, I don't know.
No, and let me tell you, and I put it on Twitter, earlier today. I said Corey doesn't either go in to take him out or orchestrate Fussy being taken out. He pussy. Straight up and down. After what he just did, that's one. And I get it. We were all shocked. Let's get into it.
And honestly, there's a point being made in the group chat right now. His performance wasn't that strong.
No, it wasn't. No. He made himself look very,
vulnerable.
Very human. He made himself look beatable. What Fussy had going for him, and this isn't the worst game plan for Fussy, is I'm going to wait for there's a hall brawl. I'm going to make sure I get myself thrown in. When I do, I'm going to smash him. I'm going to get my gold skull, and no one's going to say my name for the rest of the game because no one's going to come in here and take this gold skull from me.
He really thinks he's untouchable.
For the most part, he would be. But the thing about it is, there's so many scared people in the game. They wouldn't call him out. But when you got guys like CT, when you got guys like Darrell, this performance that he had during this elimination shows that he bleeds and that he is human and he is beatable. Round 1, they go in, they bang hard. Fussy gets the better of him, and he plays a little dirty. I say a little dirty because I didn't think it was completely dirty. When he grabs him by the waist, picks him up, slams him back down, that's totally fine.
We've seen worse.
When he pins his head into the ground, totally fine. When he uses his forearm to do a crossface, totally fine. Ripping off the visor, scooping dirt into the visor, going after the finger that he knows is dislocated, not cool. And unfortunately, in these kind of situations, when you do one not cool thing, that kind of eliminates the whole thing. So because he did that one dirty play, then the whole thing is dirty. Realistically, it was about half and half. I was okay with about half of the stuff. But once you do one dirty thing, it's over. How did round 1 make you feel? I think Nelson did a great job. I think he did way better than I expected. He held on, but it went about how we thought it was going to go.
I mean,
Nelson did a lot better this time than he did last season.
Who did Nelson lose to last time? I was trying to remember. I couldn't.
Rogan.
Oh, that's right. Oh my God.
The thing is he knew that he needed to make a run for it as soon as he got free, instead of like he did with Rogan when he just hung on, like didn't realize where he was. But I think, honestly, the picking up and the slamming was getting a little extra. You could definitely see he was really physically trying to hurt him. And it also caused him to question a lot of the things that Fussy really accidentally hurt Jordan now? Or did he do it on purpose? Because the way he was manhandling.
I think Jordan wasn't Jordan kind of already hurt going into it?
No. He got hurt when he slammed himself when he got slammed into the ground.
I mean, Jordan was also at a major disadvantage for that elimination.
True, very true. But listen, the level of physicality of what this was, this wasn't a normal hall brawl. I mean, if you look at Theo and Kyle, their hall brawl, that was a hall brawl to end all hall brawls.
Yeah, but
I don't even like Kyle. But you see this, it was literally wrestling on the ground. It was literally, let's slam you on the ground and slam you to the wall and hold on to your foot and bend your finger. Like, it was...
Bending the finger, no. But
it's almost like the equivalent of pulling a girl's hair and saying you can beat her up by pulling her hair rather than throwing a punch.
But with hall brawl, though, the lowest person wins. Fessie's a football player.
But Nelly was low. Nelly was low.
Exactly.
When freaking Fessy sat on him.
When you see a hall brawl, though,
Fessy's fat ass sat on him.
Hall brawls are supposed to be low. You don't have to, when I see hall brawls and they're fighting and they're standing up fighting, that's not it. The lowest guy wins.
How do you think Nelson got sat on? He didn't get sat on by going high.
Jenny was tall, but he also didn't drive through. You keep it low because your center of gravity is going to be low. It's going to give you that explosive action. His explosive action could not outmatch Fessy's, even though I think he put up one hell of a fight.
No, I hate Nelson, but I give Nelson all the props today. And
wait, real quick. Why do you hate Nelson?
I just hate his commentary.
Because he's obsessed with a certain person who also hates Nelly.
All right, you hate Kyle because a certain person hates Kyle.
No, I hate Kyle because he's trash. Period. It has nothing to do with.
I don't hate Kyle.
He's talking about me. He's talking about me.
Corey, I've learned to deal with. I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of Corey. Nelson, I just don't like. I think Nelson is very much overhyped. He gets a lot of credit. I mean, yeah, he is a good competitor. Don't get me wrong, but I just don't see a lot of it there with Nelson. I think there's a lot of better players out there. But
all right,
so Josh is in instead of Fessy, like the way it should have been. I do believe Nelson wins.
So, round 1, Nelson put up a real good fight. Round 2, not as good. Round 2,
he was already worn out, man.
Yeah, he probably got worn down. Fussy banged into him hard. He tried to hold on. Fussy Fussy gets a quick and easy win with round 2, and it's over. A lot of things to unpack here. So Fussy gets the win. Nelson doesn't want to give him a good game hug afterwards, explainably so. Everybody in TYB feels very betrayed. When it gets down to it, there's so much shit to do it. Fussy decides to take Kaycee in his win, and he gives some bullshit excuse about, oh, somebody was going to take me from Anissa anyway. Like, oh my God.
He's not wrong, though. He's not wrong.
He's not wrong, but just the way he said it, it was just so gross. So he picks another Big Brother person, not just any Big Brother person, somebody from his season. Anissa,
I don't get that move at all.
Michi gets Amber M. Who did Anissa get paired up with? Or is she just
Leroy chose her.
And Leroy picked up Anissa, which I thought was a boss move because he recognized how well a veteran could do for him. Lots to unpack. Where should we start first? Okay, let's start with Fussy picking Kaycee. Good idea, bad idea,
Bad idea. I think that everybody has a good thought process of, I'm going to infiltrate other alliances so that I'm protected. Just like Devin did with Tori and, with Cam, getting taken. Who's she with again? Why am I spacing on who? Oh, she's with Kyle, right? Who has Cam right now?
Kyle.
Okay. So it's all about moving around your pieces. He's staying within the same alliance, and he's continuing to piss people off because he pissed off other people in his alliance by screwing over Josh. Even though Josh really, I think that he's over exaggerating with how upset he was. But yet again, yeah, it was dumb. I don't think it was a smart move, but I guess at this point, Fussy is not the smartest person.
Antonio.
I think if Fussy really cared about Gabby, he should have chose Gabby. If he really wanted that genuine connection with Gabby, he should have chose her. I mean,
he wants Gabby, but not as a partner.
I was like, he wants Gabby for other reasons.
Honestly, I do think if Tori was available, he picks Tori instead of Kaycee, but Tori couldn't switch. But I don't know. I see why he picked Kaycee, and I just don't think it was a good move. I think he should have he's already on thin ice with a lot of people. He should have just kept Anissa or get Cam.
But you know what? Maybe Kaycee was the right move because now at least he has a partner who he knows he can trust. If he pairs up with somebody like Cam is going to do what she can to get his ass in there on a boys' day. Might not be the best for him.
I don't know for sure because Kaycee was pissed.
Of course. Why are you pulling me into your shit? Granted, they're still going to be aligned. They're still going to work together. But Antonio, you're absolutely right. The name of the game is get paired up with somebody from the other side. It buys you a little bit of leverage. It makes you at least halfway safe, even if you guys kind of get along. Picking Kaycee was 100% the absolute worst pick out of anybody, besides maybe Amber. Also, Fussy, the whole, somebody's going to eventually take me from Anissa anyway.
I mean, I see that happening. I see regardless, his partner gets changed. Even now.
No. I don't blame him. I wouldn't want to be saddled to Anissa like that either. Not trying to play Anissa or whatever, but when you're playing to win the game, Anissa is not going to be the best partner for you. So I don't know why he just didn't say, all game. He's just like, I got to do what's best for me. I got to do what's best for my game. He could have just said that. I got to do what's best for my game. I'm taking fucking Lolo Jones. Something like that. That would have been way more respectful to the veteran that Anissa is than that bullshit excuse he gave. So fuck you for that one very much. That one wasn't really cool. Michi's paired up with Amber M. I'm trying to think of a duo that I could give a shit less about. What do you guys make of this new tag team, Michi and Amber M?
Who?
Is this the yeah, exactly. Is this a duo that everybody needs to be afraid of?
No, I think they're gonna skate under just like Gabby and Leo are. They're gonna be two rookie pairs.
I don't think so anymore.
Hey, real quick, Whitney is out here spitting facts all day. I don't know if you guys are paying attention to the chat, but Whitney just spitting that real shit. I just wanted to point that out.
She's talking about how Fussy blew up his Big Brother game.
And she's been doing it all day. So you go, girl.
We see you, Whitney.
Yeah,
I
Fessy
read
sucked,
it.
Big
I
Brother.
just didn't say anything because I don't watch Big Brother, so I can't,
Fessy can
say anything
easily.
about that.
Fessy might be the worst Big Brother player of all time, and I can say that.
Well, apparently
confidently.
now he's going to be one of the worst challenge players of all time. But anyway.
Not really. He got a ghost skull. He got a partner he can trust. And all reality, who is jumping down in that crater saying, I want Fessy?
Exactly. Fessy is this. Like I said, the very first
Fessy
episode.
secured his right to
They're
the
gonna
final.
give Fessy the villain edit, and they're gonna want him to be what CT was in CT's beginning of his career. They want that big person to be the villain who everyone's scared of. That's what MTV
works.
wants right now, and it's
works.
working. That's what Fessy is playing a very good character right now. I give him props for it, but it's stupid.
It's going to keep him on the show for another 10 seasons, so
If it works, it
more
works.
power to him.
Get
I don't
money.
know. I liked Fessy last season, and now I'm just like,
Think about it. CT's on his way out. They need a guy that everyone's scared of
He
off the
just won
bat.
2 in a row.
I was
don't
like-
think he's going nowhere.
I mean, I don't know.
CT is kind of, and he's getting back into shape. He's getting into it.
I'm saying age-wise, we don't know if CT can compete season after season. Fessy's young. Fessy,
He's won 2 in a row. I think he can.
I mean, look at this. Look at like people like Mark Long. If you can be that fit,
well,
that
there's a difference
age.
between being fit and dealing with reality TV drama and bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. The
8
drama and the
months out of the
bullshit,
year.
I mean, that I can only imagine the weight that has to that
And CT's a dad too. You don't know if he wants to take time off to spend with his kid. He's a family man right now. So I mean, it's definitely something. If you're a producer, you have to look at CT short term, Fessy long term.
and Whitney, yes, CT was a villain. He has his villain seasons where he was very much the villain.
Definitely in the
There's
beginning,
some he
CT was a
didn't
villain.
Yeah, there was several seasons where he didn't make it to like the second episode. So
Yeah, the CT was known for being.
CT fighting is one thing, but CT being a jackass, there are quite a few seasons where
Yeah,
he
Man,
definitely
he stayed up
did
all
that.
night arguing with Wes. That's a villain.
No, I thought that was
season.
hilarious.
It was
I'll be honest.
hilarious.
was hilarious,
But
and
still,
Wes kinda had
that's
it
a
coming for a
villain
little
edit
bit.
though. Yeah.
Wes was running his mouth. All right, last thing I want to touch on: Leroy picking Anissa.
I love it.
You have to.
I feel like he didn't have much of a choice.
No, if you team
But
the two of them, you have to go Anissa.
Do you?
Yes, and then you switch later on. The way I look at it, if Leroy wins, it's easier to explain to Anissa why he's choosing another partner than to Amber M.
I think Leroy
I
has
feel
a
like
lot
she's
of respect for Anissa, though. I think that's what he.
Leroy wants to
Yes, he
win,
should.
though. He wants to win. No
But,
offense to Anissa, she is not winning a final.
You know what?
She can make
I
it.
was gonna say,
She's
I
not
was
winning.
going to say that picking Anissa kind of ensures that he's not going to win any dailies. But then again, Anissa did win the first 2. So
Anissa doesn't
Based
get
off this
enough
current
credit for
There's that.
being a good competitor. I think, is she the best competitor? No, but I think that people sleep on her, and it's not okay. And
She's not winning a final.
Why?
She just looking at the level of how these girls compete right now, I just do not see Anissa keeping up with the physicality and endurance of Lolo Jones, of Tori, of
But if she can keep, the thing
Cam.
is, it's not necessarily just about the physicality. She is better mentally than a lot of these people. Let's just be honest. She's got a better
I don't know.
mindset than a lot of these people. And I think we're going to see a lot of people breaking. A lot of these newbies really don't know about the stress that comes involved,
Well, yeah, but it's the final's the final. Final's a different thing. I mean, yes, Anissa over the rookies in the final, except for Lolo. But I see Cam, Tori, Teresa. I take any of them over Anissa any day in the final. I don't even care if Teresa took years off. I still take Teresa over Anissa in a final.
I had to flip my image. I realized my whole joint was backwards.
No, you were good. You were good.
Was I?
Well, maybe on Zoom you were. I don't know about Facebook.
I was going to say, you look fine. Last I
You see,
checked.
no, but look, it says, now it says.
No, it's just a Supreme, yeah. But on Zoom
but
I
it
see
was
Supreme.
backwards before.
Maybe on Facebook it wasn't flipped. I don't know. Oh well.
All right. That's going to conclude the episode. Normally, this is when I would ask, like, hey, who do you think won the episode? But we all know it was Devin.
No, TJ.
No, fuck out of here. He's not competing. Him laughing at people not able to fly a drone is not winning
Trying to
the
think,
episode.
who didn't we see this episode?
Devin.
Technically, if you want to go from screen time and for winning, I honestly kind of give it to Fussy. He kind of
Fussy
looks
made a
like
lot of enemies, and he's a marked man after this. I would not give him the win of this episode.
I don't know,
Give me
but I
a
also don't
second.
give Devin the win for this though, just because what you think he may have masterminded this, but there's no way to know he did.
He said in the
He
episode,
just doesn't like Amber.
He said he's putting Nelson on the board. Devin wins the episode.
Oh, you're
Okay.
such an ass.
Real quick, let's open it up. Who do you guys think wins the episode? Pam says Jay. Whitney says Devin. And now I'm really sorry for bigging up Whitney like that because, yeah, Devin won the episode, no bias. Yeah, so she's right.
Big Brother sucks.
Pam says Jay. So, Pam, listen. Whatever you are smoking, let me know what that is. I want some of that. And that's really going to do it for us. If you guys have any questions, go ahead, throw it in. I'm just saying, go ahead, get your questions ready so we can address it in a minute. What do you have to say, Antonio? While Antonio's talking, feel free to throw in your questions.
Big T wins his episode.
For being amazing, sweet, and the brightest
That's
part of this
cheap.
episode.
That's cheap.
No, I give it a Big T.
You know we love Big T.
I give
We
it a
do
Big
love
T.
Big T. Big T is
But
the best.
she still didn't win this episode, even though I love I loved her story today, and just God, is there anything not to? The only thing to not like about Big T is that she's not a great competitor. Yet.
I think she's
She hasn't
okay,
really,
though. She's
but
getting stronger.
she has not been doing bad. She has not been doing bad this season. She has a long way to go. I don't think she's there yet, but I tell you what, I would love to have her on the challenge on any season at any time. She's really a good thing for the challenge.
And Nelson, honestly, looking at Fussy and pretty much telling him to fuck off when he tried to go over and be like, "Good job, man."
Yeah. Normally, I'm a big fan of good sportsmanship, but I can definitely understand why
Nelson
didn't want to do it.
Yeah,
It was fine. Normally, I would get on somebody for that because I hate bad sportsmanship, but that was okay. He's hurt, and he feels betrayed.
I mean, he
real
openly
quick-
said that their friendship's over. I don't know if they are friends right now. I kind of want to look into that and see kind of where they're at now.
All right, real quick. Irving says, why do you guys think the guys aren't infiltrating Nam and Lolo? Okay, one, I don't think Lolo has really been able to showcase what she can do. She did really well that first that first daily, and everybody knows what a beast she is, but she hasn't really gone off yet. But she definitely would have been somebody who I would have targeted early to have him on the side. Why Nam isn't really getting the attention for getting grabbed up? Probably the same thing. He's big, he's strong, he's nice. Kind of the language barrier thing, but he seems to speak pretty good English, but probably because nobody is fully able to see what they're capable of yet. I think once we see them in some eliminations, then, I think that interest level will bring up. Why do you think guys aren't infiltrating Nam and Lolo?
I mean, if you look at it, nobody wanted Lolo in the beginning. Like, Nam kind of picked her up because there was nobody else kind of away. They kind of gravitated because remember how pissed she was. She's like, I'm an Olympian and nobody wants me as a partner. What the fuck? She was
She would have
pissed.
probably been the first person I would have went after.
True.
I don't get the Lolo hate. I like Lolo. Always
I
did.
think the issue with Lolo is her reputation precedes her, and her reputation is of somebody that is difficult and hard to work with, and
Difficult to get your ass to a final.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, I think maybe a lot of this is cooperative, though. If you're in a partner, you have to be able to cooperate with your partner. It's just, I don't know. I think maybe that's it. I just think her reputation precedes her, and I think just nobody knows Nam. They just think he's hot.
I think Rain hit it right on the head. Partnering with Nam Lolo does nothing alliance-wise.
Correct.
And
You are right.
That is a big, big, big factor.
Also,
They're
I
kind of
think
skating through, too.
Nam and Lolo, I think it's known in the house that like they both have a thing for each other, and I think just no one wants to just come in between that.
I don't think nobody would care if they.
I mean,
really,
yeah, but
really
that's still.
wanted
I mean, if Cam and Leroy were partnered up, who's gonna be the asshole to split up the couple?
I'm pretty sure a lot of people would have split them up already.
Yeah, because they have numbers. Maybe that's why. But it's still. I mean, I wouldn't be the asshole that's like, you know what? Yeah, you guys are dating, but I mean, they're not even dating.
They're not dating. They didn't even make out.
No.
Like, according to Lolo, and this is actually some Twitter thing, she said he's never said any of those nice things he said about her in the confessionals to her.
You know what? Maybe she should have been more aggressive.
Well, he obviously doesn't quite understand. Maybe it's a language barrier. That
Maybe.
He doesn't realize that she wants a piece of him.
Which I don't fully understand because, I mean, I don't fully know, but I know she had the whole virgin thing going. And is that not a thing anymore? Because I think
I
it
have
is.
no clue.
Like, she's a virgin?
Yeah. From what I know, she wanted to make sure that her future husband always known that she respected him so much that she saved herself.
I think
for
I
marriage.
heard this before, actually. She said this on Chance for Stars, right? That's where
She
she
said it most of her career. But,
Let's see, that's what happens. I don't follow her career.
I don't, and no judgment whatsoever. So, anything else we got to touch on before we get on up out of here?
Why do you hate women?
Me?
Me?
No, not you, Antonio. Malik.
Oh.
Wait a minute, I just said that I like Lolo. Anyway.
Sorry. Tyler's not here, so I had to yell at somebody for hating women. And poor Antonio.
Malik instead of me.
And listen, Antonio's had a really rough day that I wasn't going to bring it up to him.
Yeah.
All right. So it looks like something didn't work out with the YouTube. We'll get that fixed next week. Make sure you visit shopthechallenge.com. Pick up all of your customizable challenge gear. Thank all of you guys for jumping into to the chat, talking with us, kicking it with us. We appreciate that. We appreciate you. We love you. Thank you guys. Big shout out to Brie Alexis. She just got her shirt from Shop the Challenge. And Happy New Year to all of you guys. So glad to be doing this with you. Couple of things, though, coming up. I am actually going on vacation next week. Got a nice little cabin, taking all of the kids. We got I'll post a lot of pictures. But basically, we will not be going live next week. I'm going to be out of town. We will try to get the episode in. No promises. This episode should probably be out Friday. So we won't be seeing you guys next week. It sucks. Parting is such sweet sorrow. But we'll see you guys right after that. Anything you guys got to touch on before we go?
Georgia went blue.
Georgia has been blue. Georgia has just been suppressed.
Yeah, but I'm excited that we finally
I'm
got.
excited too. I live in Georgia. And I vote. I got my voting sticker right here somewhere. I don't know what that shit is. It's around here somewhere. So very excited on how things are going to turn out. Going to miss you guys next week. We'll see you guys the week after that. Nothing else? Bananas. Close us out.
Yes, sir. Another great episode, Posters. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you stay updated by following us on Twitter and Instagram at LWC Podcast. Join us up on Facebook at facebook.com/LoveWarChallenges. Join our discussions on Reddit under the challenge subreddit at LWC Podcast. Also, check out our website, LWC Podcast. Make sure when you listen to us on Apple, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, and YouTube, give us 5 stars, give us a great review, and most importantly, subscribe. Have a great day, Posters. Peace.